To understand how to avoid escrow shortage, it is essential to first comprehend what escrow shortage is. An escrow shortage occurs when the funds in an escrow account are insufficient to cover the annual increases in property taxes and insurance premiums. This typically happens when the initial escrow payment was not enough to cover these expenses, or when there are significant increases in taxes and insurance costs. The first step to avoid escrow shortage is to understand how escrow accounts work. An escrow account is a separate account held by the lender to pay for property taxes and insurance. On a homeowner's behalf, the lender collects a portion of the annual taxes and insurance premiums each month, along with the mortgage payment, and holds these funds in the escrow account until the bills are due. To avoid an escrow shortage, homeowners should carefully review their loan documents and understand the initial escrow payment. It is crucial to ensure that the initial payment is sufficient to cover the first year's taxes and insurance. Homeowners should also review their annual escrow statements to verify that the funds in the account are adequate to cover the upcoming year's expenses. Another key concept to understand is how lenders calculate escrow payments. Lenders typically calculate the escrow payment based on the previous year's taxes and insurance premiums. However, if these costs increase, the lender may not have enough funds in the escrow account to cover the new expenses, resulting in a shortage. Practical examples of how to avoid escrow shortage include regularly reviewing and updating the escrow account to reflect changes in property taxes and insurance premiums. Homeowners can also consider making additional payments into the escrow account to build up a cushion and avoid potential shortages. Best practices to avoid escrow shortage include monitoring local tax rates and insurance premiums, as these can fluctuate and impact the escrow account. Homeowners should also communicate with their lender if they notice any discrepancies in their escrow statements or if they expect significant changes in their taxes and insurance costs. By following these steps and understanding how escrow accounts work, homeowners can avoid escrow shortages and ensure that their property taxes and insurance premiums are paid on time. It is essential to stay informed and proactive in managing the escrow account to avoid any potential issues and maintain a stable financial situation.